Alright, welcome back to the podcast. This is our first video podcast.
We've got video now.
We promised it, now it's here, you know? Okay, we took a long fucking time. Alright, I apologize. We've been going on hiatus. It's been like we suck, okay? But, hey, I've checked the downloads. We're doing well for downloads.
How many downloads we hit?
We hit 50,000.
Well, I think I need to put this up
Just
higher.
the other
so
day. Yeah, that's a good idea. 50,000 downloads, dude. Number one podcast in Australia. Actually, factually.
How many downloads?
50,000.
50,000. Shit, dude.
Dude,
nice.
we're dominating this podcast industry.
I mean, people wouldn't think it's that
Two
easy.
18-year-olds, high five. Woo! Okay, everyone, first of all, if you're watching this on the audio version, go watch the YouTube version, then come back, and then finish the audio version.
Yeah.
Do we need some way to incentivize people to watch both? Do we need to add like a little segment?
Okay, PSA right now, I will send you his sex tape if you subscribe and watch both versions.
I don't have... Yes. Okay, send the sex tape.
On the nose a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, but long story short, we're busy. We've got uni. We got work. We're making money.
I mean, we're working and uni 5 days a week. Probably longer because we have to cram shit at the weekends.
We're both just saving up cash right now to go do bigger things. But and we've also got made a YouTube video since we've been going. You've been making apps and coding shit.
Yeah.
We've been like we've got stuff going on, but the podcast is becoming a priority now. This is episode 8 or 9. Alright, what's the goal? We're gonna get 20 by the end of halfway through the year.
Yeah, done. Let's do 20.
20? Okay.
Look, there's no schedule for this. We're just gonna do them when we fucking feel like it. And yeah.
I feel like we need a schedule.
Okay, we'll go to a schedule.
We'll get our shit together and then we'll start going. But video podcast now, so we're gonna make a separate channel for this. Gonna have it all uploaded on there and cool. So
yeah,
subscribe
alright.
to that. Alright, so into the podcast. So it's been a while, bro, and we've had guests on, and it's been good. Now, we're going to get more guests. So first of all, if you know anyone, or you are somebody that's worth actually having a conversation with, and you're interested, and you're doing cool shit, or bigger shit, and you're young, we highly, highly recommend. Hit me up in the DMs, slide into my DMs, or your DMs. No, okay, just my DMs.
Just his.
He's got a girlfriend. But... slide into my DMs, hit me up, and we'll get you on the podcast.
There's an issue though. If you're not comfortable with the topic that you're going to talk about, you have to be comfortable because we might take it too far.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's important.
Okay.
But yeah, hit us up. We also want a lot more women on the podcast. We haven't had any women yet.
We've tried to get women, but for some reason, no one wants to come on.
No. Who have you tried to get?
A few people.
We haven't. We've barely tried.
Okay. Anyway.
So yeah, we need women. We need more interesting people. But we're also going to mix it in with a little bit of cool topics, what's trending at the moment, what's going on with the world. There's a lot of stuff we can talk about. We don't need to strictly have guests, so, spice it up, keep it interesting. So, yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, I think we're just going to talk about shit that we find interesting.
So, this is what we're going to talk about today. So, I've been incredibly busy at the moment. Like, I'm doing stuff. Taylor is as well. However, he's been dedicating time most nights at about 7 o'clock.
About an hour. 3 times a week.
3 times a week, okay.
Yeah.
Which is significant,
Yeah.
To watch this show. It's called Married at First Sight. MAFS is the acronym. Now, I came across him watching it, and now it proceeded to him yelling at me to go get some stuff done so he could get back in time and see what happened on MAFS.
Okay, look.
So, do you want to explain what it is first?
Okay,
I don't understand it.
I'll explain it to you. Okay, so first of all, I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I hate reality TV. No.
We used to watch MasterChef. Do you remember that?
And I still hated MasterChef. It got predictable.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, so...
Before you go into that, do you remember the MasterChef? I remember, years ago, they had, an audition to get onto the show, and it had, a bunch of people cooking. And they had an hour. Some guy walks in there, and he made, Vegemite on toast. No, he made baked beans on toast. It was 2 minutes in the microwave, put it on toast, and he was, done, 3 minutes in. And the guys walked over and, you good, bro?
That's your next video, how I auditioned for MasterChef.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's the video. What's the video we're going to make today? Us walk the university one you pitched to me?
We were pitching a funny university idea, basically where we get into the same clothes, same hairstyle, and in one of your tutorials, Taylor, you'll sit down, you'll spark a conversation with someone you haven't ever had a conversation before. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's not just a regular conversation. You get into something deep and really weird and tricky, why do ducks have webbed feet? I don't know. And then it's my job to come in there, completely, have no idea what you're talking about, and jump in midway into a random-ass conversation with the same person. They're going to think it's you, hopefully, and try
You've just
and
gotta-
pick it up and
You've got to work with it.
grab the ropes. We're gonna mic ourselves
I mean,
up.
it's a good confidence.
It is.
I mean-
But we'd also get good content from our YouTube channel. So
Okay.
youtube.com/Hunter Reilly.
Yeah. Okay, so so back to this show. One, I hate reality TV, and I think it's trashy because we have Netflix now. But girlfriend got me into it, you know, and I gave it a try. I was banging my head at first. I'm like, I'm gonna hate this, but look, dude. Basically, the whole point of it is they audition. They get a bunch of people to come on. They audition and they get psych tested. You know, they get background checks to make sure you haven't robbed a bank or cut up a child.
Fair enough.
And once they do that, then they try to pair you with people. Well, they take a handful of people they think they can pair because there's experts who try to pair you, and then you get married to some random person and you just got to make it work.
But you don't actually get married to the person.
I'm not sure. I did some background. They make it out like you do, but I'm pretty sure it's all prenupped and they cancel it when you leave the show if you don't want to be in it.
Okay.
But anyway, so legally they're technically in a marriage. So the thing is, the problem is what you got to understand first, and it took me a while to get this. There's no such fucking thing as a relationship expert.
Really?
No.
Why?
Because I'm going to tell you a stat real quick. I just Googled this. There's one couple that's still together over like 4 seasons of this fucking show. Or like 6 seasons. I don't know how many there are.
So only one couple has made it work.
I don't know if that's the stat from the American version or the Australian version.
Right. Yeah.
But there's like one couple that's still together. Or like a handful. There's like not many. It means these guys suck at their job.
So they get 40 people, right, who are talented enough or who are, you know, good enough for camera that they basically say, yeah, you know what, you'd be entertaining on TV. We're going to get you. They get 40 people. Now, to be correct, these perfect matches, people spend their entire lives trying to find that perfect person. You're telling me that this group of 40 people, each of them, in this small 40 group person, has a perfect match in them.
Well, no, the experts are meant to pair you with someone. They interview like 17,000 people or something like
So
that.
they find their 40 people. No, they
Yeah.
find like 20 people. And then they find
Yeah.
the people they're going to match them with, right?
Well, there's about only 20 on the show, so 10. Let's say
Okay.
10 people, and they interview 2 people. They're like, oh, you like ducks and you like fucking ducks. Let's put you together and see what the fuck happens.
Huh.
But, you know, I didn't like it at first. I thought this is kind of trashy. But where I got into it, I'm like, okay, this shit's good, right? Is when you realize the relationship expert shit on shit and trying to see what fucking comes out. And that makes for good TV.
So
Because it's just
how much
drama.
of it do you believe is real
Oh, none
and
of it.
completely set up?
None of it. I think all of it's set up.
So then what? How do you find it entertaining knowing that it's all fake?
Because you don't think about it too hard. It's for dumb people.
You dumb?
A little bit.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, at least you can admit it, you know?
And I don't know. There's just because it seems like they haven't paired people that are good for each other. They've paired people that they know that will just start shit. That will just
How do you know that
clash
they will
against
start
each other.
How do you know that they'll clash together as their personality, or the producers aren't going, hey, you know what's a good idea? Or the director, come around and go, this next scene, what I want you to do real quick is I want you to just start yelling at him for no reason whatsoever. And say that you hate his t-shirts, you hate his style, you don't like how he talks. Do that. That'll be really good.
Well,
And
okay, so that's
scene.
that's the extent of it. I don't think it's logistically possible to have it's scene by scene. I think they do have to probably spend some time with each other, and then some of it's natural, their interaction. But I think when they're picking out the people, the selection is all fake.
So how does the season go? Because it's over like a number of weeks, right?
I don't know, a couple months. But
Wow.
so, and back to it, like I think they purposely choose people who I think are just going to drive each other insane.
But it's all fake.
Well, sure.
So they're not choosing.
Well,
people-
no,
they're all actors, right?
Well, there's been some stuff like some of them are actors, but like some of the shit seems like they're acting.
I'm confused. You said because alright, so you're coming here with some of the knowledge. I have no clue. So I'm trying to get an understanding. So
I'm not saying the people I'm not saying the people are all fake. I'm saying that the behind the scenes we're trying to pair perfect people together is bullshit. They're like, oh, I know this person's gonna drive you fucking mad. Like,
so are they real people or are they all actors? Like, is it real people, real situations, real
Probably a
thoughts?
mix.
Or is it
I reckon it'll be a mix.
So an actor with a real person?
Yeah, or maybe vice versa. Two actors together. That probably makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Because no, there's just some people on there that just aren't fucking real. Like,
You reckon?
you look at them and you're like, oh no, you're not a real person. Like, you're such a bitch that, like, you look like you've been.
You have to be putting it on, right?
I hate you so fucking much just by looking at you on a screen. That, yeah, and it's so successful that obviously you can't, like, normal people are boring, right?
Because people love drama.
And people hate other people.
Sure, but I think
People love.
I think people love drama, right?
Oh,
I like to see.
do you know how I reckon every single person that watches this show, every single one, someone goes, "Oh, that person's a fucking bitch," or "This person's a
Like the
dickhead."
audience, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
People-
I've heard you say it. You sit there and go, "Oh, this chick's a bitch." Oh,
But I like
this dude sucks.
It's like no, like I know it's fake. I know it's fake, but it's still funny to watch because, like, if these are real people, these are some shitty people.
So it's the thought that if it's even the tiniest bit chance that it's real.
Yeah, it's like porn. Like how porn, they do a scene, and you're like, shit. The chances of this being real, no, this would never happen. But it's like on the other end of the stick. No, these people are so horrible. This would never happen in real life.
It's a weird analogy. I like it.
It's like a Jaden Smith tweet.
It's deep.
Shit's woke.
So the question I want to know is basically right now. Nobody's really watching TV and mainstream television. It's on the down. It's going out. People are on iPads, mobile phones, laptops, Netflix, Hulu, Stan, YouTube. I'm pretty sure I saw this year, YouTube's meant to go from 50% market share of like stuff watched compared to like mainstream television and Netflix and stuff to like 75%.
Jesus.
And like it's gonna be a huge year for it. So welcome to video for our YouTube. But
yeah, thank you to the new 15% of people that are coming to the internet. Welcome to the internet. This is the kind of shit content you find on there.
Hey. The content is mediocre.
At best.
At best.
Yeah.
So far, it's gonna get better. However, though, it's because our production value, Taylor, we don't have enough money yet.
But
so
that's why we went away for a little bit. Thought we need to bring the production value up. We made some moocha.
we've got the video. We've got this wall which is painted one color,
We painted this wall.
and we painted this other wall another color.
Yeah, like
So it's
'cause
like aesthetics.
contrast. You know.
We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. So what I want to trying to understand is that I feel like this Married at First Sight has grabbed a huge portion of our age, right? I see a lot of people our age talking about it.
Look,
How did it do that? How did it grab?
look. Okay, so first of all, I think people don't like to think. They don't like to think, oh, this is probably fake. They just want to believe it, and they want to think there's these 20 people that are actually trying to find love. Because you've got you're thinking about demographics here. You've got the people that, oh my god, they're gonna find their happily ever after, and then you've got people that's, I want to see you fucking cry. Like, there's the two ends of the stick, and I think it appeals to both demographics, and that's.
But how did it pull so much of our demographic? Because we were all channeling away. I mean, I can't speak for
it's
everyone.
clickbait,
but-
dude.
So is that through Facebook?
It's through their trailers. It's their marketing, dude. It's like all
Really?
clickbait. Yeah.
Is it Channel 9 that has it?
Yeah, Channel 9.
Channel 9.
Was that the
bro.
one that was dying?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty
10
sure.
died, didn't it?
And I think that was owned by 9.
Really?
Yeah, and 9 was on the out, but I think honestly, this Married at First Sight has maybe given it an extra couple years.
Well, no, people, like, I heard that this is going to be its final season because people just be like, oh, it's going too far.
Right. Yeah.
I mean...
How so?
Because there's only so many times you can have someone chuck a spat and people find it enjoying.
Because we've had reality TV forever, right? It's
Yeah.
been around.
It's only going on... It's not even going out now. It's just transitioning to online content.
different medium, absolutely. It's happening with YouTubers now. I mean, you get YouTube shows which are reality TV essentially.
Yeah.
Can I ask? You've seen it. I've barely seen it. What sort of stuff is like goes on in the show? Like, what are some of like the heavy controversial moments?
I don't know. I sleep through all the boring shit, but...
No, the juicy stuff.
They just... Some of them cheat on each other.
So you cheat on your fake married.
Yeah, I don't know.
How does that even work?
I don't even
is it
know.
cheating? I mean, there's no desire or passion or commitment or anything.
Well, this comes down to the argument if they're actors or not. Like, you don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean...
Is it any different with me going out into the middle of the CBD and finding a woman and saying, would you like to get married? And she says, oh yeah, we'll have a marriage. Sure, we'll see if it works. And...
No.
And then you
No,
go,
because it's like, if it... Okay, state of the argument. Let's say it's real, right? And all the people on there are real, which is fucking fantasy, you know?
Yeah.
But, like... So they're both, like, committed to try and find their true love.
So they're desperate and they're looking for a partner.
Yeah, half of them, though, are, like, just, like, tatted up fuckboys. And really, that's it. And, no, the funniest thing, which I find hilarious, and which just sort of keeps me interested a little bit, most of the time not really, like, I can zone out for a week, and is, like, you get a guy, right? He's like, oh, you know... There's someone I want to cheat on my pretend wife with, you know? And then, you know, he'll root her. And then she'll be like, I'm in love with you now. I want to spend the rest of my life. He's like, whoa, fuck this shit. I'm out. And then fucking leave.
So how do you come and go from the show?
Oh.
Because, like, I know, like, other reality TV shows, like MasterChef, I mean, it's not exactly the
You
same.
get voted off.
You get voted off, or you lose a competition, and...
I originally thought it would be something like that. Like,
yeah, like your marriage isn't strong enough.
When the experts just think, ah, shit, we fucked up, they kick you off. But, of course, they're experts, and, well, they're claiming to be experts, and they don't want to, you know...
So how does it work?
When you just both decide that you're... Do you know... Okay. You remember that... What's that TV show where there's the split or steal? Okay, so can you explain the split or steal? Because most people won't know that.
Okay, so the Split or Steal is basically, it was an old game show where you would do a bunch of game show competitions and then...
Like questions
and quizzes and trivia, and then the final two contestants would sit across from each other like this, right?
Yep.
And they would both have 2 golden balls each.
Yep.
And unbeknownst, they wouldn't know which one said split or which one said steal on either one of their balls. And then what would happen is that their balls, they would get to open it real quick, see which one's which.
Which one says split and which one says steal?
So they open up, one says split, one says steal on it, right?
Yeah.
In the inside on a little, sticky note. They close these golden orbs. Same for you, right? Then what would happen is they would go, all right, have a conversation. So what it is there's like $500,000 on the line, right? If they both choose to go split, they both end up taking home $250,000 each, which is still a large sum of money. However, if they both go steal, if one goes steal and one goes split, the person that says steal gets the entire $500,000. You would get nothing. You'd go home with nothing.
Yeah.
But if we both go steal and we're both selfish, we both go home with nothing.
So it's like if I split and you steal, you get the money, and if we both steal, no one gets it.
And if we both split, we split the money.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the psychology problem in that, and the real issue is everyone's greedy and they want the money, but there's a little piece of them that says, oh, everyone else is greedy, I have to go I have to go steal because they're going to go steal as well. So there's basically...
So what happens, is that they have a conversation. They get like a minute to deliberate.
And they lie to each other.
They go,
oh, we're both going split. We got this. You're
going to... Listen, I understand. I do not need all of this money.
I would kill myself if I would...
$250,000 is plenty of money for me. I could really get a new home, feed my family, do all the things I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I promise you, I am not going to steal this money. I'm going to split it with you. And then she goes, I completely understand. It's too much money. I would feel so bad with myself if I took this money.
Everyone in here would kill me.
My family would be so ashamed of me. I'm going to split this money with you. And so you both think they're being honest. They're both lying, and then they both go. The guy goes split because he generally was being honest.
Good guys.
And the woman goes steal.
Good guys always lose.
And she takes $500,000 and walks off, and her face is just like.
So normally what happens is they either both steal and then no one gets any money and they fucking both go home because they're both selfish, or one person with a good heart goes split, the other one dogs them, and
absolutely
it's generally never both split because they're all selfish. But the maths on it is you should always steal because it's either you win 500,000 or you win nothing.
Whereas if you go split, you win 250,000 or you win nothing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, okay. So how that relates back to this show is like. when they both have to go in, they sit in front of it and they talk through their fucking issues because they won't root each other. And then they can either leave or they can stay. If they both leave, they both go home. If they both stay, they both stay. But if one stays and the other one says leave, they have to write on a little card. They fucking show it up. They are, they have to stay. They both have to stay and work through their issues together. So
stealing keeps them on the show.
Yeah.
So one person steal, one person says stay.
Well, it's one leave, one says stay. They have to stay.
So they
and
both
if this
say
person's
stay,
fucking fed up with you.
So let me get this. So if they both say stay, they both get to stay. If they both say go home, they both say go home.
Yeah.
Then what happens if they both say go home?
They both go home.
But if one person says go home and the other one person says stay,
they have to stay. And that other person just has to deal with it.
But to be correct, they're getting paid money. They're getting they're getting money. They're getting to stay in a luxurious hotel eat really nice food, go on dates, all expenses paid. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world to have to stay on the show, right?
Depends how much of how horrible the person you're staying with is. Like, there's some people on there, if they're actually real people, if you were trapped in a room, you'd just be like...
So who's to say, if they do get into that situation, one wants to go and the other wants to stay, that they have to spend another week there, right?
Yeah.
So they just go into their room and just chill and watch TV all week and go all expenses paid food.
Nothing.
So they can do it. So they don't have to be forced together to spend the time together, do they?
No.
So it's honestly just like, I don't get it. It's not that torturous.
Oh, I mean...
So where's the intensity in it? And so what happens is, if they both keep saying stay, where does it end? Because people can just stay.
He's the worst... No, I didn't explain it. So, if one person stays and the other person says leave, right? When one of the partners is cheating with someone else and no one else knows about it apart from people that are cheating, they'll stay in they call it the experiment, so they can like keep cheating.
Because they're all from different parts of the country,
yeah,
right?
so they can stay and keep fucking each other, and the other person doesn't know it, so the other person has to stay and just sort of chill while their partner is off just rooting another person. So they're stuck in somewhere they don't like for a week.
Right, okay. But once again, it's not their partner, it's just somebody that they got randomly met, like, 3 weeks
sure,
earlier.
but, like, it's the fact of the matter. You still have to just... It's another week you're not at home with your family and your friends.
It's like in a university tutorial, like, randomly getting paired in partners in male and female, and then you're expected to have a committed relationship with each other.
Keep in mind, they've spent 2 months with each other, supposedly. Like, every day.
For 24 hours a day?
For 2 months.
So, okay.
So, like...
There's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, plenty of fish in the sea to meet one person.
Well, that's if you're optimistic. But they've come on here because it's their last resort.
And they're looking for a death body?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so where do you think Australians and people our age in this show, where does it all go from here, Does it keep going? Does it cancel? Does it move somewhere else?
It's like... Remember when we did that Fortnite episode, like, ages ago? Mm-hmm. And this you're probably going to see no relation to this, but... It's like when you keep making it crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier, it just crashes.
The Bachelor is still going, and The Bachelorette.
It will hit a point where they'll run out of ideas. Right. I mean, they can just add new, fresh people and be like, all right, new personalities. But I think they've gotten to a point, Nine's gotten to a point where, like, we're getting shut down. We have this one arrow in our quiver to keep us alive. Yeah. And they're like, how... And I think they spent this... I've only watched this season, but they, like, spent this season going, like, how dumb and crazy can we make it? How much drama can we add? How every promo can we clickbait it? And,
Now...
And it'll just hit a point where everyone's like, I'm over this shit.
You've watched a significant amount of this, and you talk about it a fair amount. Would you watch another season?
No.
So you wouldn't watch another season?
Nah.
That's surprising to me, because you do seem pretty interested in it.
No, it's like, I just want to see the outcome. I'm not going to go through it again.
Right. Okay.
If I've seen it this far, I'm going to see it the way through.
So do you think if it gets cancelled on mainstream television, in the near future we can see platforms such as YouTube having their own full reality TV shows?
Like the way Netflix is pumping out a season of a show, right? Mm-hmm. Like, maybe that, transitioning of it. honestly, if Netflix started doing reality TV shows, that's game changer.
Right.
Like, imagine that.
Like once a week a new episode.
That's game changer. Like, I know they already do like once a week shows, but imagine if they did reality TV shows. Like, that's why the Kardashians are so popular, you know?
Right.
Like, imagine they did that,
Yeah.
but on the
let's-
biggest platform for where everyone's on.
Let's wrap this up. So, new podcasts soon, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to actually be serious
I
about
think
this
the
now.
next one we want to talk about is either flat Earth, reptilians.
Esports is another one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big thing I want to talk about. And women. We want women to come onto the show and talk to us about stuff.
You know, oh shit. You know, women are big on conspiracy theories. It's
Yes.
the thing. It's
So
weird.
Message us, hit us
and-
up.
Madeline McCann get kidnapped murder documentaries.
I don't know anything about that, but we'll talk about it.
We'll
in
talk
time.
about it. We'll
Exactly.
fucking-
There we go. Anything you want to plug?
Nah,
No.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I posted a YouTube video, so go to my YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/c/Hunter Reilly. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Follow us and everything, and DM us if you want to come on the show, and we'll have a new episode out soon.
Yeah, great.
Oh, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This video is going to be on because it's our first video. So
We're putting it on a YouTube channel?
where else are we going to put it?
Your channel? We'll put it on its own YouTube channel.
No,
Okay.
make it its own channal.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for listening. All right. Peace.